Hi and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this guided meditation in the woods. The type of meditation that we'll be exploring today is called Vipassana. There are many different types of meditation, but Vipassana, meaning clear insight or seeing clearly, is the one that we're going to be practicing. So I want you to begin by finding a comfortable way to sit or to lie down. If you're sitting in a chair, just uncross your legs and allow your feet to plant firmly down on the earth. If you're sitting in lotus or half lotus, crisscross with your legs, perhaps bringing the backs of your hands down onto your knees. And if you'd like to find a little mudra with the hands, you can take your thumb and your first finger and join them together, palms facing up. And if you're lying down, you just reflect on how you feel in Shavasana, allowing the feet to just splay open, palms still facing up for receiving. And if it's comfortable for you, closing the eyes or taking the gaze down, and just start to notice the breath. I want you to find a way to be alert but relaxed. We're not going to sleep just now. I want you to be aware of all of your senses, but also to be relaxed and calm and at ease. So let's begin by scanning through the body. Starting with the crown of the head, feeling a sense of lightness and ease around the mind and in the crown of the head. Maybe even feeling a little lifting sensation. With each inhale, feel that lift in the crown. And with each exhale, feel yourself rooting down, tethering yourself to the earth. Feel yourself getting a little taller and a little lighter with each inhale. Each exhale allows you to settle. And then just notice across the forehead and start to soften in the eyes. Softening behind the eyelids and in the eye sockets. Noticing the bridge of the nose and the cheeks. Relaxing your temples, moving down to your jaw. Softening in the jaw. And just noticing if your tongue has found its way to the roof of your mouth. And if it has, allow it to drop into the lower palate. And make a little space between your teeth. Allow yourself to breathe very naturally, inhaling and exhaling. Moving down to the neck and the shoulders. Softening and relaxing in the shoulders. Traveling down the arms, down the biceps and the forearms, and then relaxing all 10 fingers. Noticing the top of the hand. Perhaps your hand is pressing into the knees right now. Noticing the palms of the hand. Inhaling and exhaling. Now relaxing your chest, going round to the back, softening in the back, allowing your back body to be heavy. Traveling around to the belly, softening in the belly. Taking an inhale and an exhale. And receiving this next breath in a soft belly. Softening across the hips and the thighs and traveling down the legs, up and over the knees, softening behind the knees, relaxing your shins and your calves and your ankles and your heels, tops of your feet, bottoms of your feet, and all of your toes. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the nose. Maintaining a sense of alertness, but ease all through the body. Softening and releasing any obvious areas of tension. And because we so often get lost in thought when we quiet the mind, let's use the breath as an anchor to draw us back to presence. Again, noticing the inhale through the nose, the exhale out of the nose. Perhaps noticing a bit of a cooling sensation as you take your inhale through the nose, and a little warmer on the exhale. Just noticing your breath and being awake to the stream of life that's moving through you right now. Feeling the rib cage expand in all directions as you inhale, and a sense of calm and ease and grounding as you exhale. Just continue to breathe in this pattern, noticing the breath, softening in the mind as you breathe in and out. And there are other anchors that you can use in Vipassana meditation. You can look for sights around you. If your eyes are still open, you can listen for sounds of birds or passing cars. Another anchor is your bodily sensation. Perhaps you're feeling cold right now, or warm. Maybe you're feeling tense. You can use the body, external sounds, or the breath as your anchors in this practice. Just allow yourself to listen and feel your moment-to-moment experience. Whichever anchor you choose, it will allow you to stay present, keeping you out of past regrets or future worries and anxieties and concerns. These anchors just tether us to the here and to the right now. So I want you to take a few full breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just allow your breath to be very natural. Just let your body breathe you through this practice. And as you inhale and exhale, just notice where you most easily detect the breath in the body. When you breathe in, do you feel it in your belly? chest or in your back body. There's no right way or wrong way to breathe. The objective here is to simply notice the breath and to stay with it. Maintaining a relaxed, interested, calm sense of attention. And the mind will naturally drift off into thought. This is very, very normal. It's very natural. But thoughts are not the enemy. You don't need to clear your mind. Just notice the thoughts without attaching to them and allow them to be with you in this experience. The objective here is to develop a capacity to know when the thoughts are coming and when they're happening. Just noticing them and allowing them to be there without getting lost in all the storylines. Perhaps even labeling your thoughts as they come. This is a thought, and here's another thought, and another. Labeling them as opposed to being caught up in what the thought is all about. And when a thought comes, just pause and reawaken to this moment. Feeling the sensations that are here without attaching to them. And let your breath or your anchor be your home base. Come back. Come back to the breath when a thought becomes overwhelming. And remind yourself that you are right here. And here is a place of peace and calm and ease and safety. And as you meditate, you might notice other noises, passing cars, the temperature of your body, and it's okay to notice. Although they might draw you away from this present moment, just become aware of being drawn away. And then become aware of the difference of being caught inside the thought versus being awake in the present moment. Awake to your breath. Notice how it feels to be caught up in the conversation of thought or the sensation as opposed to being right here with your senses open, fully present in this moment. And just feel these sensations and just notice them as they are. And if you find it really difficult to stay with a strong, persistent, or unpleasant thought, let the breath help you find some comfort. Come back to the breath. Practice meeting each experience with a kind and clear presence. Don't push away or resist. Resistance only makes it stronger. Allow your experience to be just as it is. And if a strong emotion comes, just exploring where you might be feeling it in your body. Noticing if you're having a physical response to a thought experience. Maybe you feel it in your heart. And if that's the case, just breathing into the place where you're feeling it in your body, breathing it right into your heart space. And then notice if it's static or moving around. Just noticing. Noticing without attaching. And then maybe you can step back and just notice that you're noticing. Always coming back to your anchor, to the breath, to this present moment. Not judging what's happening. So just take a couple of moments here to breathe and notice what's coming up for you. Notice if your thoughts are creating any physical sensations in your body, and allow them to be here with you. And just breathe into that experience and then come back to the breath. What matters most is your willingness to be awake, regardless of the thoughts that come and go, regardless of your external circumstances. And just like yoga, this is a practice. It takes time. You'll have days where your thought patterns are much more erratic, and other days when your mind is clear, and you'll come to meditate and you won't have a lot of thoughts. You'll just find ease in the heart and in the mind and in the body. But other days there's going to be a lot going on in the mind. Just remembering to allow the thoughts to come without attaching to them. And let them pass on like a passing cloud. Continuing time and time again to come back to the breath. Perhaps one day, you'll let go of the breath. You'll let go of that anchor as well, and you'll just be. Just dwelling and being and seeing what happens there, and explore not controlling anything. The beauty of this meditation practice is right here, just being right here. Essentially, all you are doing is pausing, closing your eyes, slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind, connecting with your inner self, and just being there along with any thoughts that arise. Just being in that space and what comes and goes, using the anchor of your choice to guide you back to presence. Maybe you'll do this for 5 minutes or so when you're waiting in line at a grocery store. Or perhaps you'll have a regular sitting practice. Because there's a lot of layers to us, and we can get down pretty deep into those layers when we allow ourselves to simply be with ourselves. Again, it's a practice. So be kind to yourself as you move through this practice. So just breathe this way for a couple more breaths. So I want to read a poem to you from one of my favorite authors, Donna Folds. It's called Allow. There is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt or containing a tornado. Dam a stream and it will create a new channel. Resist and the tide will sweep you off your feet. Allow, and grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in. The wild with the weak, fear, fantasies, failures, and success. When loss rips the doors off of your heart, or sadness veils your vision with despair, practice becomes simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to new eyes. So as you move through your week, I strongly encourage you to find time to just be with yourself, to sit quietly, to scan through the body, to choose an anchor, to breathe. Allow thoughts to arrive as they do. Allow them to be with you, and just breathe and watch them pass without attaching, without judgment, and start to experience the kind of freedom that comes from this beautiful practice. You've got this. Have a peaceful day. Namaste.